No European city is home to as many top-flight sides as London. 6 of the Premier League's 20 teams come from England's capital. 2 of them, Arsenal and Chelsea, former title winners.
I think if you look at the London teams, you would expect the top performing side to be the one that finished highest last season and has spent the most this summer, and that's Chelsea. I think Timo Werner and Hakim Ziyech were 2 absolute priorities that they saw. The next goal was sorting themselves out defensively. Thiago Silva is a freakish athlete, first and foremost, so there's no doubt in my mind that even at his age, he can handle the physical side of it. Kai Havertz, he's a very young player, an incredible prospect. He's got, from his body type to his skill set that goes with it. I think for all the young players at Chelsea, it's sink or swim. Lampard's raised the bar, I think, higher. If you're Mason Mount and you see Kai Havertz on his way, you think, all right, well, what am I going to do? I got to be better than this guy. Minimum goal is qualifying for the Champions League. And I think that part is not negotiable. Mourinho can play more than one way. And I expect this season Mourinho to show that he can do that. I expect a Spurs side that play better football. I don't think Spurs have a big budget to spend. In fact, we know that they don't. I think the Højbjerg deal at that price, that's a good deal. The Hardy deal at that price, that's a good deal. I think he'd also love reserve center forward, maybe a big brawny guy who can just come in and wreak havoc, take some minutes away from Kane when he needs it. A guy like Troy Deeney would fit the bill and wouldn't even need to move house. Hint, hint. I want to see Harry Kane stay fit the whole season and be productive because I love great football. Harry Kane is a tremendous footballer. I think where Spurs are right now, they're not getting top 4 unless somebody majorly screws up somewhere else. I saw a lot of very good stuff from Arsenal after the restart. What impresses me is the response he got from players. Even players like Mustafi. He came in some games really well. David Luiz, another one. I want to get these guys on the pitch, right? Could be that the thinking is we need Aubameyang there for his leadership. He's going to be the bridge that is going to help guide these younger attacking players. I think it might mean, though, curtains for Lacazette. To me, Willian, phenomenal player, but he feels like the last piece of the puzzle kind of guy. He doesn't seem to be the kind of guy that you bring in for forward planning. I think it would really be extraordinary if they finish top 4. If their 6th place would be a good result for them. If you have the right vibe, if you have a smart coach, you don't need big name players. All those things that you hear like, oh, you need guys with Premier League experience. Yeah, how many of Sheffield United players had Premier League experience? And look where they are. What they did have was a coach with an idea, a tremendous coach, I think. I don't know that Scott Parker is as good as Chris Wilder. He still has to show that. Cohesion really matters.
What gets you by in this league when you can't compete sometimes technically with the better players, which we're going to face, and that's the reality, is that togetherness, is that heart, is that spirit, and we need to have that more than we've ever had it before.
I think Palace have done phenomenally well, but yeah, I think they are kind of hitting their heads against the ceiling. The standard way to refresh would be sell your superstar and use them to buy 4 or 5 guys who can develop into that superstar. That ship sailed because you're not going to get the money that people were suggesting for Wilfried Zaha. When I look at this, I sort of feel that mid-table would again be a real achievement for Roy Hodgson. This should be a mid-table team. I mean, everything from their wage bill to theirs after last season's experience, you just don't know. You just take a step back and you say, well, what's going on here? Obviously, if Declan Rice sticks around, he's poised for a big leadership role. I think Antonio generally creates massive problems wherever he goes. He runs at people, he wreaks havoc. London could really benefit from having 4 consistent Champions League, Europa League caliber clubs. There's no reason shouldn't do that. They have the stadium, they've got the history. So it's a question of things coming together.